What's up, YouTube? And in today's video, we're gonna be reacting to men are realizing relationships aren't worth it, right? Now, of course, everybody have their experience predicated on relationships, good or bad, traumatic or fun, right? But I think what we all can mutually, agree upon is we all have had relationships, rather they be good, rather they be bad. But in this video, we're gonna be diving off into, I'm not sure what this video I seen the thumbnail. I'm like, I gotta put this on YouTube. But let's go.
Today we're reacting to Men Are Switching Up on Their Day One Homies by Ty Boogie. I'm definitely not ashamed to admit that I wouldn't say switched up on people, but I will leave you in the past type of person. If you do not align with the pro energy, but I'm just
life and don't lead me down the wrong path.
I'm not saying like I choose not to have friends.
As an adult, meeting new people that are like-minded, that have the same interests, that you connect with, that you click with, is very hard.
You know the saying that's
but another thing is, I just feel like as far as relationships, the standards of relationships has been like butchered. And what I mean by that is like people tend to like take Instagram shit, like Instagram stories, and just, I'm not saying there's not good advice on there, but people take things too far, like, right? Like people just within relationship period, it ain't gotta be a sexual relationship or a romantic relationship, just relationship period, people are going to have ups and downs within any relationship, right? People just give up on relationships nowadays, and I really feel like if you're establishing a relationship with anybody, it should be a level of patience that you're, dealing with, especially if, that person, respecting your boundaries and, just especially when it comes to like, say like within the, the start of the relationship, you're establishing boundaries as far as what this person likes or what this person doesn't like. And it's vice versa as far as this friend or you, right? As far as when turmoil do come, people are so like quick to just say to hell with the relationship, right? That's what I noticed.
success is really lonely or the grind is very lonely. These sayings are basically just saying you're gonna outgrow a lot of the people you know right now. And the people that you're around, more than likely you're not really gonna have much in common the more you grow. But is this saying something bad about you since now you no longer have anything in common?
You know what it remind me of, bro? Like I'm gonna share something, with the viewers as far as, something I've been experiencing, right? So I feel like, even when it comes to my relationship with, one of my cousins, right? He kind of, he's just totally different than me. He's kind of into, what he's into. And, I could be there and I just be like, damn, like, I mean, him the same age, but I'm so different. It's not for me to, make it seem like I'm above him or anything regarding to that, nothing like that. It's just more so the way I carry myself and the way he carry himself, the way he process his emotions. It's just totally different, right? It's just totally different, bro.
With the people that you're around, well, a lot of people are experiencing this stuff, and it's kind of hard to stomach that, dang, I may have to fall out with my best friend since I was a child, or a family member that we was really close growing up.
And when I say I don't have no,
bro, that's how, like, now mind you, if y'all in the, bro, I'm gonna pause my video, bro. Like, I'm gonna pause it, bro. So I don't give a fuck. But bro, I had those thoughts, when I was getting into it a lot with my cousin and shit. It was about, hey, when you're young, you get into it. I'm still young, of course, but I was younger than what I am now. But when you're younger, we was getting into it about, I felt like, the nigga wasn't defending my honor, when it came to, him being around my, my chick at that time. I'm like, then you gonna let niggas talk down on me and I'm not even there. Like, nigga, you ain't gonna defend me at all. So shit, we was getting into it a lot, but man, man, when you get older, bro, you gotta learn how to put shit, in the past, and just allow the relationship to keep maturing, that's pretty much it though. But shit, yeah, I'm 22 too, and I don't like, bro. I don't mess with a lot of people like at all. You know, like the people that I graduated with, you know, and shit like that. Bruh, I stopped messing with them niggas like exactly when I like nigga the exact senior year I started messing with all them niggas, bruh. I was failing hard as a bitch. I wasn't getting no good. Like I don't know. Who's that text? I just want I just seen just okay. Did I don't excuse me. I'm like damn. I'm not where I want to be at, bro. Like it's not like I had expectations. Like damn, I just want to be a millionaire. I just like damn. At that time, I was seeking spiritual development, and I just like damn, bro. I just feel like damn. I'm like I'm not where I want to be at type shit. So that should be hard, having to separate and distance yourself for a period of time. So the relationship can, gain some type of respect and maturity within that relationship. So, it can be progressively, moving forward a little bit. But as far as it maturing and progressing, it have to be on both ends as far as, the person that you're maturing with. It have to be vice versa. That's all right. Y'all both have to have a similar, somewhat of a similar mindset. And sometimes, you just have to let motherfuckers go. It hurts. Of course it hurts. But it is what it is, right?
No friends. I'm not saying like I choose not to have friends. I think I just don't gravitate towards the wrong crowd because the crowd of friends I was hanging around didn't go down a path I wanted to go down.
Exactly. Like we just on two different wavelengths and two different situations. That don't mean that I just don't fuck with you. It's just that like it just doesn't align, bro. Like I got some of my closest partners, we just are on all different paths. One of my partners trying to figure his situation out. One of my partners is on the way to be a doctor, and I'm doing this YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying? We're all on 3 different things, but when we come back together, now the reason why I give them the benefit of the doubt and I don't just be like, man, is because those are my mud niggas. Like I came up with them niggas. We've been through so much shit. Those are my those are like, that's like family. You know what I'm saying? Those are my brothers. So like, we and the reason, and it's one of those things where it's like we don't gotta talk. We could have not talked in 3 months.
You know what? That's how me and my cousin is though. Like we do not have to see each other every day, but when we see each other, bro, like we gonna kick it, bro. We gonna crack jokes, bro. Like we gonna do what we do type shit. Like, but it's nothing on, okay, like we not talking every day or we not talking for months. I don't fuck with you, you nigga. Like, but a lot of I hate relationships like that. Like, bro, we grown as fuck, bro. We in the world, bro. Our attention towards, establishing and just being, like this is not a romantic relationship that requires a lot of my, time and attention to build and orchestrate, right? Bro, we grew up together, bro. Like we understand, where we're at in life and what we're trying to find within, like, bro, we're trying to establish ourselves as young men type shit. Like, so it's like, nigga, we can't be on the phone every motherfucking day. Like, it's obvious as shit though.
And we call and it's regular. You know what I'm saying? We just catch up. This is that and the third. It ain't nothing changed. We could not seen each other in a year. Pulled up, same shit. Ain't nothing to change. This is that and the third. But on a day to day, like we're going through different struggles. We're going through different things. Like I just don't even. You feel me? Like it ain't that. But I meet new friends in a new space. You feel me? Those are my dogs too. I got close. One of my partners. It's my dog. You know what I'm saying? I trust him with everything. And we just on that same timing of what we doing. So like, I don't want nobody to feel bad about, having to walk away from. And then the niggas that just like, people from college or high school or maybe some people in passing, like my nigga, you hit me to, hey man, when I come out, we need to go to the club and like, nah. But this is the thing. I'm the type of nigga I ain't gonna.
Bro, I ain't never been to no club, right? Of course, everybody see how things are operated within a club and stuff like that, but it's just like I'm just not interested, my nigga. Like I'm just not interested.
I'll hit you with the nah, hell no, my nigga. I'm be like, yeah, for sure. That's a bet. Yeah, that's not, and I'm gonna just hit you with that runaround so crazy. When you get out here, you call me, I'm not gonna pick up. That's how I be coming. I'm gonna be honest.
And I wasn't interested in those things that they wanted to be interested in. So I just split ways. Really, I really didn't even really have friends for real. It was just school buddies.
I understand that it may be hard to let go of friends that you grew up with. Friends that like y'all had real loyalty together for your whole life. Because if you let go of those friends, you probably got to replace them. Now you don't really know if you could trust your new friends or not, like how you could trust the friends that you grew up with. But sometimes you really got to look at your friends and ask yourself, although I really want this dude to grow, or although I really want this girl to grow in the same direction as me, are they growing? Are they even seeking out that level of growth that I'm trying to reach? Especially
Probably
like
not.
a best friend. If y'all been friends for a long time and this friend has not grown, like they have not grown from the college days, like they still are stuck in their college days in their.
You talking about from the college days? Like, bro, niggas haven't grew up from elementary. Like, niggas still operate the same, like, same kitty ass, like, bullshit niggas be doing, bro. Like, hey, I experienced some shit. Everybody have though, shit.
Head. The thing about that friend, usually you go to a best friend or a friend for advice. So now when you go to this friend for advice, you are basically asking your college day understanding for an opinion on a new level that you're at in your life.
Let me tell you too, when I really realized that, like, oh, because Ty just made a good point. I really realized what a real true friend was when I met my dog Berto, right? Because Berto was with my friends prior, none of us really, and mind you, they still my dogs, but I just realized none of us ever really was vulnerable with each other to be like, yo, bro, I'm going through this. Like, this shit happened. I'm fucked up right now. Like, this shit, man, I'm fucked up right now.
I know what he talking about. I'm gonna let him keep cooking. I'm gonna let him keep.
I'm hurting, bro. Like, this shit hurt my feelings. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is going on, man. This shit's just not good right now. And you know where you really, like, I didn't have nobody that, it was more so with my friends. It's more so like, how you doing, man? I'm straight, man. I'm good, bro. Yeah, everything straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure this out, but, you know, I'm good. But nigga, we ain't never was like, yo, no, bro. Like, I'm fucked up. I'm hurting right now. You know, when you really be fucked up, you like, bro, I'm fucked up right now, bro. And it's just not like my girl. But with my dog Berto, I remember one day he was going through some shit. I ain't gonna air his shit out. And he was being so vulnerable. And I was like, damn, I'm like, this nigga really spilling his soul right now. I was like, and I was like, word on, you know, listening. And it opened up a door, and I was like, okay, damn, I need to start streaming again. Damn, I feel like I could be vulnerable with the nigga as well. Like, I could be like, hey, man, I'm fucked up right now, you know, and and you really getting that shit off.
You know what, bro? I can even add to the brother point, like, bro, like, I've never, like, had something like that type shit, you know, like, until what? Honestly, until where I'm at, as far as, you know, me being spiritual, my spiritual beliefs now. I've never had that type of that brotherly relationship with somebody until me and a brother, you know, me and another, you know, we believe in the same thing, right? So as far as us believing in the same things, you know, it builds a different relationship. Like now he didn't come from the same, you know, mom that, you know, niggas, you know, sprung out, you know, but niggas are like exactly how close, and that exactly the way he's explaining how Berto is and shit like that is exactly how my homie Day Day is, bro. Like me and that nigga, bro, like, bro, yeah, with we, man, shit.
And that's when I realized, like,
but that's a real, bro. It's like it's such a beautiful relationship to have, as far as, you know, having somebody, you know, to lean on type shit when shit is not, you know, rough. That's what I mean. You're supposed to bear that burden of your brother, you know. You supposed to. But a lot of relationship is fucked up because relationships get too greedy, and the standards for a relationship, it gets too social media, you know, it's things get misconstrued as far as a real, you know, relationship. it ain't gotta be romantic. It's just any relationship, right? People dictate their relationships based off, you know, the social media shit of somebody do this, woody woo this and that, woody woo this. Like, I mean, fuck all that, bro.
Like, somebody really on your side, really in your circle, you can do that with. You don't feel like there's no judgment there. There's no nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And that's when I realized a different level of friendship. You know what I'm saying? So once I realized that, it's easy for me. My nigga, all we do is whenever you and I do this, we like, it's always good. Like, be weary if it's always your partner is always good. He's like, everything's good. Like, you know, and I brought that to my other partners being vulnerable. Yeah, bro, I've just been fucked up like that. You know, to show them you can be vulnerable with me. You know, you feel me?
So in other words, this person's opinion has not grown strong enough to benefit anything that you have going on. So in return, it could possibly slow you down.
Real friend will put you in a situation where you got to fall out with them. If you feel like that you got to fall out with one of your homies or one of your friends because they put you in a situation where you wasn't comfortable in, well, that's a sign. If I'm choosing to think about my life and how I want to go on my life, bro, you can't stop that. Like, some of y'all friends be putting y'all on some shit, bro, y'all can't get yourself out of. If y'all choose to constantly hang with these people because y'all got history and relationship with them. Then once y'all get into it with each other, all them people who you was around is no longer around you. That's why I say don't live for other people, bro. Live for yourself. You don't live for your fucking friends. Nigga, friends are temporary. Are you going to choose the path that your friends want you to go on in life, or you going to choose your own?
Right.
I'll follow with a
And you know what, though? I feel where that nigga coming from, bro. Because I had some decisions to make that, you know, just being transparent with my viewers, of course. I had decisions to make as far as my friends, you know. I grew up with these niggas, bro. Like, we was in kindergarten together, bro. Like nigga, we in high school now. Like, but these niggas, you know, hyper aggressive YNs, you know. The reason why I said YNs is to paint a picture as far as the aggression behind, you know, what they thought was cool type shit. And that junior year, nigga, my priorities just shifted. Like, the Lord just started taking me on a different path as far as, you know, stuff that I started being interested in. Like, I just wasn't interested in that behavior, and I thought the shit was childish, honestly, right? You know, shit. But my nigga, that shit hurt, bro.
1,000 niggas, if they lead me in the wrong direction in my life I don't want to go in. Then once you cut them people out your life, you gonna be so grateful for the path that you did not go down. Nigga, if you put me in a situation where I gotta cut you off, it's gonna happen.
Boy, damn, I'm pausing this video, but y'all know what it is. And I know y'all always say, don't worry about it, Dior, this your reaction. And everybody that say that, I rock with you. Everybody that say, damn, Dior, I rock with you, bitch, you talk too much. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Watch this video. You know I rock with you too, though. But there's this dude that just reminded me of. This dude that, you know, it was to him, like, he the only person in the world. And he would call, try to show you his music. He would call and do this. He would call and do that. Like, bruh. With me, maybe with other niggas, it was a little bit more genuine. But with me, it was like, it wasn't that genuine, right? You know what I'm saying? And he would just be hitting me and just to, like, you know, he was rapping. He'd be rapping still. You know, and at this time, like I said, I'm producing. I was a music producer, and I started getting some shit popping. You know what I'm saying? I started getting my songs with the people I was getting with. I was in the studio. I was doing my thing. Like, I was making my little name for myself in that scene, right? So I'm doing the shit, and I'm just elevating. Like, I'm going crazy. I'm getting songs with artists. Like, I'm going dumb. And my dogs was like, man, you seen what Zay doing? Like, you seen what he doing, man? He going crazy. He bring it to the nigga. And the nigga gonna say, what that got to do with me?
Damn.
He said, what Zay ever did for me? He ain't never, like, what? Think about it. What has he ever did for y'all? He ain't never played my songs in them sessions. He ain't never. When they brought that back to me, I said, oh my God. I said, good riddance, man.
If you was genuinely my friend, you would push me to do better and want to do better with my life and don't lead me down the wrong path.
Life really gets sad and lonely when you have to cut off all of your favorite people because everybody is just being stagnant, and you even being stagnant by being around these people, so you have to, like, let their ass go. But life becomes even more difficult when you exit stage left and you go and you start to grow and develop, and then you come back around these people,
man,
and bitch, it's like you just talked to them the same day.
Man.
It's like nothing has changed. They have not elevated, they have not grown, and so you still can't let them back into your space. You still can't let them back into your life because now you can clearly see
y'all don't even talk about the same shit
to begin with. Like, that shit is lonely, and it's like aggravating because as an adult, meeting new people that are like-minded, that have the same interests, that you connect with, that you click with, is very hard. It's not easy, and so you'll end up just being friends with yourself and with your mom.
I mean, honestly though, like that period when I didn't really have a lot of people around me as far as, friends and shit like that, I think that was the best time, as far as my character development and me developing, the morals and, just the self-respect that I've established, that I have established for myself now. Right.
I want to hit 2,000 likes. We did really good on the last video. I think it's at like 3,000 likes. 2 videos ago, and it did numbers. Like, I think the algorithm really likes when y'all hit that like button. So please hit that like button. Falling back from certain friend groups could really feel like a breakup. Like, especially if y'all been friends for a long time, it could feel like a long-term relationship that you had, and now you guys are breaking up. You're so used to calling these people. You're so used to being a part of whatever social experiences they have, y'all experience together. It's one of the hardest things to do. But sometimes you have to sit back and ask yourself, what is really holding us together as friends? Is it the history that we had? And then if it's the history that we have, what kind of history do we have? Were we friends when we were 19 years old? So we kind of hold on to those memories and now try to repeat those memories at an age of like 25 or an age of 28. Are we still trying to live out old days? Or are we progressing into the new thing? For a lot of people that want to stop drinking or stop smoking, or they want to level up in their life just in general, a lot of y'all are struggling with that is because your friends that you're around is not on that. It's not to say anything bad about your friends, but part of you removing certain things out of your life, you have to remove the people that are doing that thing out of your life too, or distance yourself so you don't.
Hey, no, I get what he's saying, but we're gonna wrap this video up, man. Make sure y'all, if y'all don't know about Astro Dior, y'all go show him some love, but also the tag guy, I don't remember the brother full YouTube name and stuff like that, but I think it was in the intro. But y'all make sure y'all show him some love also. But I'm out, my nigga.